Welcome to Adarsh Vidyalaya Chemistry online class. Students, today we are going to see the topic emulsions. Before going to this topic, we just revise the last class portion. First thing, you have to know what is meant by matter. What is the definition of matter? Matter is any object that has a mass and occupies the space. And how the matter can be classified, okay, depending upon the chemical composition. Depending upon the chemical composition, the matter can be classified into two types. One is a pure substances and another one is an impure substances. Pure substance further classified into two types. One is an elements, another one is an compounds. Whereas an impure substance, otherwise called as a mixture. That mixture can be further classified into two types: homogeneous mixture. Next one is a heterogeneous mixture. You know what is meant by homogeneous? Homo means what? It forms a same phase. Okay, homogeneous mixture. Example: sugar in water, salt dissolved in water. When these substance, sugar and salt is dissolved in water, it forms a uniform layer. Okay, so we can get the transparent layer. Okay, so we can't see the individual components through our naked eyes. So that type of the mixture is called as a homogeneous mixture. Next one is a heterogeneous mixture. Hetero means different. Okay, so best example for heterogeneous mixture is oil in water. So when oil is in water, the oil forms one layer and water forms another layer. Okay, so that is called as a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, the next one, separation of mixture. Why we are moving to separation of mixture means, in the mixture, along with some useful substance, some impurities are also present. What is meant by impurity? The unwanted particles present with the pure substance is called as an impurity. Okay, so that's why we are going into the separation of mixtures. So there are different types of the separation of mixtures we have learned. First one is the sublimation method. Sublimation method, actually what the definition of sublimation means, when the solid substance is heated, it is directly go to the vapor state without attaining the liquid state. Clear? Example is our camphor, naphthalene balls. Okay, so the substance can be, when the camphor is burnt, means it can be directly go to the vapor form. Okay, so best example is a camphor, naphthalene balls, iodine and ammonium chloride. So this is a sublimation, definition of sublimation. Okay, clear? The next one, so first one is a sublimation method and the next one is a centrifugation method. So in the centrifugation method, the insoluble particles, insoluble means the won't dissolve. Okay, it won't dissolve. The insoluble particles in the solid liquid mixture. The insoluble solid particles in the insoluble solid particles in the liquid mixtures can be separated. So in a centrifugation method, one machine is used that is called as a centrifuge. That machine can be rotated at very high speed. Okay, so this is regarding about a centrifugation, outline of the centrifugation. Next one, we have learned the solvent extraction method. So in a solvent extraction method, the separating funnel is used. So using this funnel, we have to separate the oil and water. Okay, oil and water. And next separation method is a simple distillation method. Simple distillation method generally is called as a distillation. So in this distillation, a pure liquid can be obtained. This is the combination of that is an evaporation and condensation. Okay, so evaporation and condensation. So you already know what is meant by evaporation. So when the liquid can be heated, it can be go to the which one? It forms as a vapor state. That is called as an evaporation. What is meant by condensation means, the vaporized liquid on cooling. Okay, the vaporized liquid on cooling, we can get the pure liquid. Which one? Pure liquid. That process called as a condensation. Okay, so the seawater otherwise called as a brackish water. So that water can be converted into a drinking water using this method. What method? The simple distillation method. Okay, that is the combination of evaporation plus condensation. Okay. The next method we have to learn the fractional distillation method. This fractional distillation method, in fractional distillation method, fractional column is present. Okay, that is very important thing. In the apparatus, fractional column is there. Okay, so depending upon the boiling point, we can get the different components. Okay, so this fractional distillation method mainly used in the oil industries, that is in the petroleum industries. Okay, fractional distillation. Clear, students? Next one, we have to learn the two main topics, that is the absorption and next one is the adsorption. Already I gave the example what does it mean absorption and what is it mean adsorption. And the next method we have to learn the which one? Chromatography. Okay, so chromatography is also one method to separate the mixture, to separate the components from the mixture. Clear? The next one we have to learn the solutions. So what is it? So in a solution, it is a homogeneous mixture. It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. In a solution, the compound which is present in a lesser amount by weight, the compound which is present in a lesser amount by weight is called as a solute. The compound which is present in more amount, that is a larger amount by weight, is called as a solvent. Clear? So for example, if you take salt solution, in a salt solution, salt is called as a solute and the water is called as a solvent. Okay, because the salt is present in a lesser amount, so it is act as a solute, and the water is present in a larger amount, so that is act as a solvent. Okay, so depending upon the particle size, the solutions can be classified into three types. It is a true solution, colloidal solution. Next one is a suspension solution. Okay, suspension solution. Then we know the particle size of the true solution, colloidal solution and the suspension solution, and we have to interconvert the solution. The suspension solution can be converted into colloidal solution. The colloidal solution can be converted into which solution? A true solution. Okay, by varying the particle size. The next one, the colloidal solution is a special solution. It forms a heterogeneous mixture. It forms a heterogeneous system. It shows a special two character. One is a Brownian movement and one is a Tinder Effect. What does it mean? Brownian movement means the colloidal particles viewed under the powerful microscope. When the colloidal particles when seen under the powerful microscope, it is moved in a zigzag direction, randomly and also constantly. That is, the colloidal particles move randomly and constantly in a zigzag direction. Okay, by viewing the under powerful microscope. Okay, so that phenomenon is called as a Brownian movement. Okay, next one is the Tyndall effect. We have learned the Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect also shown by colloidal particles. Okay, so Tyndall effect means the scattering of light by the colloidal particles is called as a Tyndall effect. And we have to learn the in the colloidal solutions there are 8 combination is present. Okay, depending upon the physical state of the substances. Okay, solid, liquid, gas. Based on the physical state, there are 8 combination of colloidal solutions are there. Okay. Next one, we have learned the which one? Difference between the true solution, colloidal solution and the suspension solution. So up to this we have learned in the last session classes. Okay. So today we are going to learn about the topic emulsions. So what is meaning emulsions? Emulsion is a colloid. Emulsion is a colloid of 2 or more immiscible liquids. We already know what is meaning immiscible liquids. Miscible means that it can be mixed with each other. If you take the 2 liquids, means when the 2 liquids are mixed, means it can be mixed with each other. We can get the which one? A clear solution, or we can get the which one? Homogeneous. Okay, clear? So immiscible liquid means it won't mix with each other. So emulsion is a colloid of 2 or more immiscible liquids where one liquid is dispersed in another liquid. Okay, so where one liquid is dispersed in another liquid. So whenever we are using the term colloid, we are using the 2 terms. One is the dispersed phase, Another one is a dispersion medium. Dispersed phase act as a solute. Dispersion medium act as a solvent. Clear? So it is what is an emulsion? Emulsion is a collide of two or more immiscible liquids where one liquid is dispersed in another liquid. Dispersion means it can be spread in one liquid, spread in another liquid. Clear? Then here we can get the one type of liquid particles. One type of liquid particles get scattered in another liquid. Okay. So in an emulsion, whenever we are seeing the emulsions, one type of liquid particles get scattered in another liquid. And the emulsions is a special type of mixture that consists of the two liquids. Okay, it is a special type of mixtures. Combining the two liquids, actually the two liquids won't mix with each other. Okay, so that is called as emulsion. Students, the word emulsion comes from Latin. Okay, it is a Latin word. Meaning is milk. Okay, so the Latin word emulsion comes from the Latin word. Okay, so milk is an example. Okay, milk is an example for which one? Emulsion. It is an emulsion of fat and water. Okay, these the two combination is called as which one? Milk. Okay, the process of turning liquid mixture, the process of turning a pure liquid mixture into emulsion is called as an emulsification. The process is called as an emulsification. What is the name of emulsification? The process of converting the liquid mixture into emulsion is called as one? Emulsification. Okay. So examples of emulsions means milk. Milk is an emulsion example. Butter, cream, egg yolk, paints, cough syrups, and the next one facial creams and pesticides. Okay, so these are the examples. So emulsion comes from the which word? Latin word. Meaning is what? Milk. Okay, so milk is an example for which one? Emulsion. It is a combination of fat and water. What is meant by emulsification means the process of converting the liquid mixture into emulsion. The process called as emulsification, and also these are the examples. Okay. Students, next we are going to see about the classification of emulsion. When the two liquids combine to form a different types of emulsions. Okay. So the emulsions can be classified into two types. First type is an oil in water emulsion. Oil in water emulsion. So that is indicated by O bar W. Okay. So here the oil is dispersed in water. Here oil is dispersed in water. Okay. Example, cream. Example is what? Cream. Next type of emulsion is water in oil emulsion. Water in oil emulsion. So that is indicated by W bar O. Okay. So example is butter. Okay. So when the two liquids combine to form the two different types of emulsions, oil in water emulsion and water in oil emulsion. Okay. Students, next we are going to see about the applications of emulsion where we are using the emulsions. In a food processing industries, we are using the emulsion. Next one is a pharmaceutical companies, emulsions are using. Next one is a metallurgy, in the process of metallurgy. So this process is very, very important. Okay, metallurgy. What is the name of metallurgy? Means separation of metals. Separation of metals from the earth crust. Separation of metals from the earth crust by using the different process is called as a metallurgy. Okay, so this is present in your 10th standard. Okay, metallurgy. Okay, apart from that, we are using the emulsions in different industries. So in this session, we have learned about the emulsion. What is the main emulsion? Emulsion is a collide of two immiscible liquids. It is a special type of mixture. One liquid is dispersed in another liquid. That one particle is scattered in another particle. And the word emulsion comes from the Latin word. The meaning is to milk. The meaning is to milk. Okay. And examples of the emulsions also we have learned. and we have to learn about the classification of emulsion. First one is an oil in water emulsion, and next one is an water in oil emulsion, and we have learned about the applications of emulsion. Thank you, students.